Welcome to Knowledge Kaleidoscope, your gateway to fascinating facts from around the world. Globe showing Europe, Africa. Today, we're diving into the complete list of presidents of the United States, from the very first in 1789 to the current leader in 2025. Let's begin with founding era. George Washington, President from 1789 to 1797. First President of the United States and Commander of the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War. John Adams, President from 1797 to 1801. First Vice President and Second President, helped draft the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson, President from 1801 to 1809. Principal author of the Declaration of Independence and founder of the University of Virginia. James Madison, President from 1809 to 1817. Father of the Constitution and led the nation during the War of 1812. James Monroe, President from 1817 to 1825. Known for the Monroe Doctrine, opposing European colonialism in the Americas. John Quincy Adams, President from 1825 to 1829. Son of John Adams and a strong advocate for modernizing the American economy. Andrew Jackson, President from 1829 to 1837. Founder of the Democratic Party and known for his populist appeal. Martin Van Buren, President from 1837 to 1841. First President born a U.S. citizen and architect of the Democratic Party. William Henry Harrison, President from 1841. Shortest presidency, dying just 31 days after taking office. John Tyler, President from 1841 to 1845. First Vice President to become President due to the death of his predecessor. James K. Polk, President from 1845 to 1849. Oversaw the expansion of the U.S. territory through the Mexican-American War. Zachary Taylor, President from 1849 to 1850. Military hero of the Mexican-American War who died in office. Millard Fillmore, President from 1850 to 1853. Approved the Compromise of 1850, delaying the Civil War. Franklin Pierce, President from 1853 to 1857. Signed the Kansas-Nebraska Act, intensifying sectional conflict. James Buchanan, President from 1857 to 1861. Presided over the country as it moved towards civil war. Abraham Lincoln, President from 1861 to 1865. Led the nation through the Civil War and issued the Emancipation Proclamation. Andrew Johnson, President from 1865 to 1869. First president to be impeached, clashed with Congress over Reconstruction. Ulysses S. Grant, President from 1869 to 1877. Civil War general who worked to stabilize the post-war nation. Rutherford B. Hayes, President from 1877 to 1881. Ended Reconstruction and restored Southern control. James A. Garfield, President from 1881. Assassinated early in his term, advocated civil service reform. Chester A. Arthur, President from 1881 to 1885. Signed the Pendleton Act, reforming the civil service system. Grover Cleveland, President from 1885 to 1889 and 1893 to 1897. Only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. Benjamin Harrison, President from 1889 to 1893. Signed the Sherman Antitrust Act to combat monopolies. William McKinley, President from 1897 to 1901. Led the nation during the Spanish-American War. Theodore Roosevelt, President from 1901 to 1909. Expanded national parks and led progressive reforms. William Howard Taft, President from 1909 to 1913. Later became Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Woodrow Wilson, President from 1913 to 1921. Led the U.S. during World War I and proposed the League of Nations. Warren G. Harding, President from 1921 to 1923. Promoted a return to normalcy after World War I. Calvin Coolidge, President from 1923 to 1929. Presided over economic prosperity in the Roaring Twenties. Herbert Hoover, President from 1929 to 1933. President during the onset of the Great Depression. Franklin D. Roosevelt, President from 1933 to 1945. Only president elected to 4 terms. Led during the Great Depression and World War II. Harry S. Truman, President from 1945 to 1953. Made the decision to use atomic bombs in World War II and led post-war recovery. Dwight D. Eisenhower, President from 1953 to 1961. Former World War II general who launched the interstate highway system. John F. Kennedy, President from 1961 to 1963. Youngest elected president. Led during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Lyndon B. Johnson, President from 1963 to 1969. Passed major civil rights legislation and escalated the Vietnam War. Richard Nixon, President from 1969 to 1974. Resigned due to the Watergate scandal. Gerald Ford, President from 1974 to 1977. Only president never elected as VP or president. Pardon Nixon. Jimmy Carter, President from 1977 to 1981. Promoted human rights and brokered the Camp David Accords. Ronald Reagan, President from 1981 to 1989. Former actor who helped end the Cold War and revive the economy. George H. W. Bush, President from 1989 to 1993. Led the U.S. during the Gulf War. Bill Clinton, President from 1993 to 2001. Presided over economic expansion and was impeached but acquitted. George W. Bush, President from 2001 to 2009. Led the country after September 11th and initiated wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Barack Obama, President from 2009 to 2017. First African American president. Passed the Affordable Care Act. Donald Trump, President from 2017 to 2021 and 2025, present. Businessman and media personality, second president with non-consecutive terms. Thank you for watching video. Please subscribe to channel for more such videos and hit the bell icon.